And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
So what does kindness mean to you?
It means treating people the way that they want to be treated, not the way you would want to be treated, because people might not want to be treated the same way as you do. So that's my variation on the golden rule. I try and find out what makes other people happy. Mountains, bring it to its feet.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Kindness Project, and we are so excited to be here with you today. We didn't plan to match. We really didn't. This is how connected we are.
But we're so cozy.
Yes, we're cozy.
Like very soft. This is National Big Families Month. So I'm going to talk today. Okay, I'm just messing with you. But I do have kind of a unique family situation. We have 6 kids. I don't meet very many people with 6 kids.
She really does.
But Shelly's known me since I've had 2 of them. So I was like semi-sane when I had 4 kids, and then I added 2 more. But
she's still sane. That's what we're going to talk about today.
The oldest is 12, and then I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, and those 3 are girls. A 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and those 3 are boys. And I had my first kid when I was in law school, and at that point...
She went to Stanford Law School. I just have to say that.
So I kind of thought that I would end up being President of the United States, which there's still time.
There's still time.
So I thought by 35, like a senator or something, but no, instead by 35, I was having my 5th kid, and now I have 6. My life has ended up being a little different than I expected, but I love it so much.
Because our channel is about kindness. So what I want to know is, how do you create and foster an environment of kindness with 6 kids, 6 different personalities, all different ages, different needs? How do you do it?
Then my 3rd child came along, and she was so similar to the first that they just butted heads almost immediately, which is weird as a baby, but she has a pretty strong personality. And so what I try to do is I try to find similarities between the kids and amplify them so that they have this connection. So one example is I have 2 kids who are both born in October, and these 2 kids would not necessarily be a natural fit as friends within our family because they don't have that much in common, but they do have the fact that they're both born in October in common. So I'll call them the October babies, and they have this persona that they're the October babies. And
grouping kind of.
Yeah, just like grouping them, but not to be like them against the family, but just that they have these things in common.
That's really cool. But that takes a lot of, mental wherewithal to make all those connections and to constantly live that way. Does that just come naturally for you? I mean, how do you keep the calm?
I'm not naturally not a calm person. I don't know if that makes sense.
Pretty chill, Bridget.
So I'm not totally calm all the time, but my dad was really a sweet, sweet guy. And so I think a lot about him. And a lot of times I think, well, what would my dad do? Because he was always more about the relationship than he was about like one particular moment.
That's really cool.
And I remember him saying when we were kids, I don't even know what I asked him, but he said, all I want is peace. I just want peace in this house. I think of that all the time. Wow. All I want is a peaceful home. I don't want to be right. I don't really care about being right, honestly.
So
I don't
hang out with her. It's very easy to like this person.
My ego is not attached to my kids. Like whatever they end up doing in life is their thing. You know what? I just had this thought. I have so many kids that I actually don't take that much responsibility for their behavior. Like,
I should just have 3 more and then
yes.
So you look to have peace during the day, and that was modeled by your dad. That's awesome. And you don't take their successes and failures as your own. That's a really hard thing for a parent to do, but it's really, really valuable. Because it kind of liberates you. You have so many parents take everything their kids do so personally because they feel like it's such a reflection of them. But I really believe they're born with their own little spirits, and souls, and they're just gonna be. But they need a good environment, which you're giving them. I've heard you talk to them. It's just so put together, you know, like as if you were prepared for that situation. You have a great.
What a funny way to put it. But I think I'm decent with words. And so, and words are really important in our house. And
so if you have 3 calls to action on how to foster a kind and nurturing environment in a household of, did I say 6 kids?
Right. So number 1, model kindness yourself. And I'm sure if you're watching this, then you already do that. But just try to think, like, sit with yourself and think about, what is kindness to me? What kindness can I show other people? Be kind to your spouse. Number 2 is to participate in self-care. And so that means be kind to yourself. I'm not always good at this, but I find that when I'm exercising and eating better, then I have a lot more patience and the ability to just kind of go with things. And number 3 is foster these relationships between the kids. I just think it's really important for them to see their sibling as more than just an annoying brother or an annoying sister. Like, no, this is a person with hopes and dreams just like you have. And this is a work in progress, because it's hard for kids to understand that. It's hard for adults to get that. Because we're all so self-absorbed, right? It's just human nature.
And we just see things through our point of view only. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. Next week we have a special guest. It's a surprise, so tune in next week. And our topic is going to be different. And we are just who we are, just being real and honest about who we are. So stay with us.
And we're proud of you. Like, thank you for watching this.
Yes,
like, we're
like
thankful, first of all, for you watching this. And then we're proud of you for caring enough about kindness, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you're just so in the trenches with parenting. Like, you can't take on another thing.
Anything, work, life, driving, stress. But this is just I feel like this just makes the day so much better. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching today. We had so much fun. We're hoping you had fun with us. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, V&B Kindness Project, for some funny pictures and real life talk. Like, it's real. We're going to get real. Bye.
Kissing?
No kissing.
Okay, a formal handshake.
No.